Right, welcome back. The Golden Route. We shall continue as far as we're able for the evening. Late evening, it's like what, 10? 9:57. At least 2 hours. Depending if I get tired. Let's see, anything going on in the world? Nope. Simon gathers the members of House Wolfort to announce his abdication. Chessmaster, you showed up within the first minute. Very nice. How's it going?
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simon.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolfort.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolfort, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
Alright, I want that cutscene to play out. And have you ever had those days where you think it's going to go smooth and easy, but reality comes in, take a shit on that line of thinking you don't feel like doing anything else? Yes, that's how I felt for the last week since the gout set in.
House Wolfort passes from father to son. Lord Simon Wolfort, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolforts set forth to the Crown City.
Oh yeah, we haven't even done the tourney yet.
With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolfort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
Is your king ring this portrait? Sure.
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good.
Stoic. Good mustache. Beard's okay.
Serenoa of House Wolfort. The crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for
You see
loyal
the
service and
resemblance
brotherhood.
between him and,
Yes, your majesty. I shall not disappoint.
is it the eyes?
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me. You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolfort?
He's always been
Erica.
above you two.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Kinda wish I could meet the old Archduke. He seemed like he was at least a decent dude.
Frost. Full brother and sister to Archduke
At least compared to,
Gustav. And my
current
half
the current ruling line.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
Festivities begin under the vigilant eyes of each nation's dignitaries. Yeah, we'll talk to the important people and the conversation decisions. Like I said.
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian mines have commenced in earnest.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzante's Sultan capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. Of particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit. And House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
Huzzah.
Lord Serenoa is smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
I would take the measure of this man.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Here, 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 here.
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge?
How Franny would react if he also knew the truth.
I very much look forward to finding out.
Well,
until then, help yourselves to our hospitality.
I'd say it depends whether Serenoa is older or younger than Franny. I think he's younger, so he wouldn't really care too much.
Until final preparations are complete.
As long as Serenoa doesn't try to do anything stupid for the throne.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself.
Because he already knows he's a shoo-in to be king, should everything go according to plan.
Thank you.
And nothing unfortunate
Living up
happens.
to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
This is no time for self-pity. The prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way. I like that one.
This is no time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way.
Serenoa.
However, even the strongest of us have their moments of weakness. I hope to be there for you during yours. Whatever happens, we mustn't turn away from the difficulties ahead of us.
You're right.
See, knowing Japan, they probably have all the
Member of
ages.
royal
Let's
family
see.
should not be so maudlin. Thank you for reminding me of that, my friend.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
You get no real ages.
Prince
You know
Roland
that
has
Roland
told
is
me
20
much
years
about
old
you.
from his wanted
I
poster.
can see he is in good hands.
I believe you're
shall
told
see
that
that it
Anna
is
was in
so,
her
my
30s. We know that
Now, let us begin
Eredor
our
and
preparations.
Benedict are like
Today we take
40s
the
or
field.
50s.
And today,
Today, we claim victory.
But it looks like no normal ages are given. So. That's how it works, I guess. And yeah, Sereno has a year or two on Roland. Roland is 20. According to the wanted poster, which, since we have the notes, we should be able to check it real quick. I'd best greet our guests. It would give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. But let's reach into our pocket, which passes through space and time. See if we can find the bounty. Must be in notes. Oh, here it is. Wanted poster. Yep. The prince is 20 years of age. But Sereno is supposed to be 20. Yes, and? They had different mothers. They didn't have the same father. Oh god, there's a lot of important people here. I've trained the prince since he was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney. I wish you good luck, but I would rather your skill carry you to victory. You carry your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord. Eager am I to see how it fits you. Ah, Thalos and Erica. I wonder if those two would deign to participate in the tourney. You didn't think Regna messing around like that was so close? Dude's a king in a medieval society. Shit gets weird. It's like that one episode of South Park with like they have like all those monkeys in the enclosure, and then they give one of the monkeys tons and tons of money, and then it can't stop having sex with all the female monkeys. It's like that. Let's see. Soon you will lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Frederica and I shall experience true combat for the first time. Do you have a stratagem in mind for the tourney? It may be a tourney, but defeat will bring shame upon us. I intend to do whatever I must to win. Indeed. Doubtless many in attendance are eager to see House Wolfort's storied medal. Showing them that the stories have credence will do much to solidify your position in the future. It is also a chance to test myself against the realm's mightiest. I'm eager to find out where I rank among them. Sometimes I forget you are a warrior yourself. It is only natural to be curious as to how you measure up against your peers. I suppose soon enough I shall be able to call myself a warrior as well. What a strange feeling. Enlightening talk. Although we have but recently joined your house, Lady Frederica and I shall do what we can to bring honor to you at the tourney. Claris. No wonder Benedict had ill will against him. Well, it's because Benedict was more in love with the Destra. Wasn't a fan how the king was like, oh wait, I slept around, I can't have people knowing that I did that. See. Young Lord Wolfort, thank you for the honor of including me among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Even members of the Saintly Seven have deigned to step foot upon our shores. Of course, I have had many dealings with Hyzante in the past. I am taken to understand all are equal in the eyes of their goddess, and even those not of noble birth can achieve prestigious stations. I intend to use this opportunity to avail myself of this famed equality, and perhaps win the ear of a saint in the process. A country where station is decided not by birth. I was unaware Hyzante's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. I'd very much like to make time to visit. I am Sorceley End. I am sure you would know that. I have the honor of being one of the Saintly Seven. Duties of the young lordling are many, but I trust you are more than capable. May this mine bring prosperity to us all. Such a massive endeavor is bound to be fraught with danger. If you or yours ever require medical treatment, pray visit the Ministry of Medicine. We are blessed with the finest medical minds in Norzelia, but our facilities aren't open to just anyone. Mention my name, however, and every service shall be at your disposal. I've heard tell of the Ministry. It said that even the most grievous wounds can be treated there. I'd very much like to see how much such miracles are performed. Branny. With the wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. Your life is on the cusp of great change, my young lord. Still, I pray you remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his foibles, but I care for him all the same. Cordelia. You're joining the tourney with my brother, aren't you? Sir Maxwell has trained with him since he was little, and only could barely stand after they sparred. But he even walks like the Dawnspear now. I'm so proud to have him as my brother. My apologies. Franny was always saying I let my emotions get the better of me. Please, keep my brother safe, will you? You're starting to believe Gustave did nothing wrong. Yeah. Depending on your point of view. Just like Griffith. He didn't do anything wrong. Is it true that Jenna of Laura will be taking field in the tourney? The right hand of the Archduke rivaled only by her lord in ferocity. I doubt she judges a friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Still, if she lives up to her reputation, then she wouldn't have to try hard to prove a match for even the mightiest warrior. You are the new Lord of House Wolford, yes? I have seen you from afar, but I believe this is the first time I've had the pleasure of speaking with you. Even now, the common folk sing of your house's bravery during the Salt Iron War. However, I suspect it shan't be long before they sing of House Martial's deeds instead. I look forward to seeing you at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. Congratulations on your recent appointment as Lord. I'm sure the entire realm will celebrate the occasion. Lord Simon has ever been a dear friend to us. Pray do not hesitate to come to us in times of need. You're important, technically. I understand your medal shall be on display at the tourney, my lord. May it leave an impression on all in attendance. Kitty. The kitty's always important. It is an honor to be allowed to fight by House Wolford's side. I shall do my utmost to bring honor to you on the battlefield. With you by my side, friend, I feel we could take on the entire realm. I dare say we may even give the Dawn Spear his first taste of defeat. Nah, I think Laura's got that handled. Benedict's over here. How's it going? My lord, before the tourney begins, I would like to ask you a single question. To what end do you believe this contest is being held? I don't think we've chosen the utility option. In times of peace, there are precious few chances to display martial prowess. I mean to remind people of House Wolford's legacy. Very good, my lord. Although the weapons will be blunted, there will be victors and vanquished all the same. How do you blunt magic? The attendees will be curious to see the new lord's talent. Does he possess the ferocity of his forebears? The answer to that question shall be determined soon, and shall ring far into the future. The tourney is no mere distraction. Leave no ounce of regret on the proving grounds. Hello. Lord Serenoa, I understand the Wolford name is now in your hands. Allow me to reintroduce myself as your peer. I am Landroy Falks, Lord of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses. This tourney will be our first and best chance to show the skill of Wolford's new generation. You have my support. May you find success deserving of a high house. Hey, Julia. Today I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney. I could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serenoa, and may the fight be one to remember. You must be Lord Wolford. I am Patriarch of House Consar. By King Regnar's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. 'Tis an honor, truly. All we have, we owe to our king. Let us continue to serve him as well we can. Erador? Your first tourney as Lord of the House, eh? I knew the day would come, but still brings a tear to my eyes to see it. Always remember that Benedict and I are at your back, my lord. Come to us for whatever you need. That includes the tourney. You need someone in the dirt, my lord, I'm your man. Let's show him what stuff House Wolford is made of. Lord Serenoa, Benedict has been looking for you. Ah, but it seems you've already spoken. Interesting. Ah, Serenoa Wolford, how good to see you again. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thalas Esfrost, at your service. I suppose soon I shall be calling you my brother-in-law. It is quite the castle you have, full of history and great deeds. I hope that one day fate sees fit to deliver me one so grand. Haha, hindsight. I suppose we haven't formally met yet. I'm Erica Esfrost. Yes, Frederica's my sister, though I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I'm certain it'll fit her sensibilities perfectly. Lord. A predictable match with a predictable outcome. I mean, if they gave us a chance, I think we would be able to surprise people. Alright. The tourney will begin soon. I just said, oh shit, I didn't talk to Silvio. Fuck! Okay, well, he's not important. We don't have to worry about him. The tournament begins with Serenoa representing the Kingdom of Glenbrook.
The combatants have arrived, and the stage has been set. Let us introduce the champions who will fight for the glory of their nations. Fighting for the honor of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, General Avlora. Fighting for the honor of the Holy State of Hyzante, Minister Exham Marshal. Fighting for the honor of the Kingdom of Glenbrook, House Wolfort. And last but not least,
a little bit of texture bugging out.
Of our previous tourney, Sir Maxwell the Dawn Spear.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The Wolfort Lordling is here in his father's stead, I see.
Lord Simone's heroics on the battlefield are the stuff of legend. A pity I couldn't match swords with him today.
You will match swords with me. I promise to make it every bit as exhilarating as Father would.
You have his spirit, if nothing else.
Indeed. I look forward to crossing swords with you.
The combatants have assembled. Now, let the battles begin! I shall announce our first pairing, as chosen by lots. Minister Exham and Lord Wolfort, make ready for combat!
I feel like the tourney is not determined by lots, but someone made it predetermined. Just a hunch. Alright. We actually have choice of who to put in our party. So who should represent House Wolfort? Well, obviously...
I shall bring victory.
Excellent.
May we return home unharmed.
Boo!
I'll do my best.
Kind of hoping we could bring in another... Oh.
Do my best.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, this party is 100% for House Wolfort and doesn't have any other allegiance. Eridor, what the fuck are you doing here? I thought I removed you. Get out of here.
At once.
There. Look at this perfectly balanced party. This is just for the memes. I'm gonna see if I could win this, but if we lose, we'll change to a proper party. Although Medina beating everyone TP kind of makes any party a proper party.
Be gentle, my lords. I'm not as strapping as once I was.
I expect no quarter from you, Prince Roland, nor from you, Lord Serenoa. Show us the swordplay your house is so famous for.
Two of Hyzante's
We only
most
have
fine
2
generals.
people
We'll have no room
that
for
technically
mistakes.
represent our house. Everyone else is from who the hell knows where.
Then we shall make none. Now, let us show the realm the mettle of the new generation.
For honor and glory!
Whatever it takes. Here you go.
My thanks.
Shall we begin?
Here he goes.
How shall I destroy you?
I shall protect you.
Let's see, I'm gonna do this. This way you can move Maxwell in here. And slap him with this.
You can't save yourself. Brute. That went well. I stand ready.
And then we can properly protect our units.
None may pass.
From where shall we strike?
Let's see, I'm gonna move you here. Yeah, everyone's in range.
Unite under the Wolford
That's
banner!
a big help.
Not this time.
For victory!
Let's get nice and close for us.
Someone give an old man a hand.
They have no healers, it looks like.
That's it!
Here I come.
I think I'll have him hold still. We'll just blast some ice down.
Strike while the iron's hot. We can do
Much
this.
appreciated.
Too slow.
Realize the gulf between our skills.
For the greater good. Here you go.
Now then.
Hopefully we can just dogpile an exam.
Prepare to face the Dawn Spear. Your defense is leveled. That went well.
Freeze your last!
Well met. Just as I planned.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Now I end this. Once more. You
Whoops.
find the goddess in odd places, Exam. This trifling tourney will bring Hyzante not
Guys, I thank you for blessing this day. A worthy foe's glory indeed.
the riches nor glory.
The goddess works in myriad ways, Minister Sorsley. You would do well to keep your eyes attuned.
My time has come. I am your shield.
How annoying. There's no joy in an easy victory. By her grace, this was destined
How
to
shall
occur.
I destroy you? Sleep.
Back at you!
Here I come.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Wind!
Come on! It's no use! Strike while the iron's hot. You've made me angry. Right on target.
I'll do my utmost.
Alright, how about double items? Well, I used up my, all my large ranged HP recovery pellets. Whoops.
Here you go.
My apologies.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Someone give an old man a hand.
Well, anyway, Exam's dead. See ya.
You brute! I asked for no quarter. You did not disappoint. Perhaps one day we can fight as allies. Minister Sorsley, I leave the rest in your capable hands.
Oof.
To battle, I suppose. It's no use.
Oh,
the
it's
honor
lucky.
of House Wolford.
I'll make this quick.
At your command.
Out of my way! That went well.
And give him the defense.
No!
Not helping?
Whatever it takes.
Hey, he's not dead.
Here you
That's
go.
much better.
Here you go.
I shan't hold back.
I think I can get a kill here.
Behold! Too slow!
Nice.
Charge!
Not guaranteed. I'm more scared they're going to double up on him before leaving it a chance to move. Yeah, it's all the enemies are getting their turn. They double up on Nar, there's not much I can do. I'm just gonna go here, Flash of Steel, just hit them both for a bit of damage. Okay, Narv actually lives. Good. He didn't go after
I'll
Narv.
show you what I can do.
Nice. Can open a whirlwind and be able to hit everybody. Oh well. Bam.
I still have so much left to do.
Let's do this!
Our victory is assured.
That stinks.
Should I just take this? Yeah, I'll take this. Edged arrow. Bam.
How shall I destroy you? Please.
For the greater good. Here you go.
Are you in need?
What I really do is this. You don't want him to die, so.
I shall protect you.
Behold! What to do now?
You don't stand to see that!
Impossible! How could this be?
I think Serenoa still has his revival ring. Roland might have his. I can't remember.
Damn it! I underestimated them. Don't lose heart, Serenoa. Show them that the Wolforts never back down.
Man, I always forget to give him his revival ring.
Stand this.
Because he always dies. Every single time. Kinda nuts how often it happens.
This is far
I feel
from
better
over.
than ever. Here I come. It's not over yet.
Thanks. Oh, that stinks.
Edged arrow should 100% be a, should 100% be follow-upable by Serenoa here.
I didn't mean to let you down.
Forward! Now, that hit the mark.
Whatever year. Whatever it takes.
I feel like those on horseback and spellcasters are the easiest prey in hard mode. Yeah, probably because the, well, for horseback, it's because they actually have weakness. Daggers.
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker. Not this. Let me return the
Stand
favor.
ready. Out of my way!
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. Ice!
That stinks.
Now this gives me the follow-up attack.
My shield!
Whatever
Painful,
it
wasn't
takes.
it?
Get your face!
My old wounds flare up again. I can fight no further.
Yay!
Forward! Now, I end this. Ha-ha!
I shan't hold back.
Thanks, Maxwell, for taking time out of your busy schedule to help us out.
Behold!
And same to literally everybody else.
To think they'd get the better of us.
Your father taught you well. You wield that great sword with skill beyond your years. Well fought. The day is yours.
Victory goes to House Wolfort! Our next bout shall be between General Avlora and Sir Maxwell. May glory go to the victor.
Yeah, I forgot that Avlora just lets him win.
Stand back. This one is mine.
Very well. I accept your challenge.
Someone calls Serenoa's weapon a great sword. Yeah, Avlora's is definitely a great sword.
Whoever taught you, they taught you well. Though something tells me you surpassed your teacher long ago. Your defense is formidable.
As is yours. I yield.
Victory goes to Sir Maxwell!
My hand. I can't feel it. So that was General Avlora. I pray never to meet her on the battlefield. There will be no quarter given today, young lord of House Wolfort.
I would expect nothing less.
Bonk.
Huh? Where am I?
We couldn't have you beating Maxwell, so we had to make you black out.
Ah, you're awake.
Sorry, Serenoa.
None the worse for wear, considering the blow you took from Sir Maxwell.
He was too strong for us in the end.
Today, yes. But let us keep at our training. One day, the students will surpass their master.
Let us work hard for that day, my friend.
One thing I gotta wonder for the chapter, we're going to have to fight Avlora for the first time since we're not surrendering Roland. She was multiple levels higher than normal in the normal playthrough. Is she going to just be like basically the equivalent of a level 53 boss? Or something like that? That's gonna be fun.
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney.
Wouldn't make sense if she didn't.
Match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end,
Well, it doesn't make sense, because more than likely when she gets recruited, she's not going to have 1,500 HP.
Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Chapter 3, Part 1, Whether the River Flows. River flows to Hyzante.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
I say she's closer thing
You
to
take
ideal
your
of a
new
Dark
role
Knight.
well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Yeah, she has an attack where she uses her own HP to deal a crap ton of damage.
Farewell, Frederica.
It's a Dark
May
Knight
we
for you.
never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
Not as her abilities, personality is fitting in that role too.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
Sounds like somebody dropped something.
I am
made a
glad to
glass
hear
and
you
broke
say
it.
so, General of Laura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzante's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
I think it's getting to the point where the
Of course,
last
Minister.
dose of medicine that I took is starting to wear off.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
We're off delaying
Lord Wolford,
the painkillers until
King Regna.
a little
He would
before I
have
end
you
the stream,
join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
just so it lasts longer during my sleep, so it doesn't
This
wake
is
me
a
up in the middle of the
great
night like
honor, my
usual.
lord. You would
I have a
represent our
fun life
nation
right now.
and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Silvio, you're not important.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough.
Landroy.
Good show at the Tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with
He wants
both
to know if I
nations
like
now,
salt,
so
if I like
neither
sand or
choice
snow
will
better,
earn
heat
his
or cold.
ire. That said, there is no telling
I'll
how
take the
these
heat.
relations may change.
I'm not a fan of the
going
cold.
forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
Benedict, you
I
liar.
understand. This requires careful consideration.
It has no point.
Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Something important's happening. Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost or the holy state of Hyzante.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
It's an important custom.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Hyzante.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
It's Frost or Hyzante. Would that we had the time to visit both. Though I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. Honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. I feel like a plot thread that would be interesting to follow if they ever do this type of thing again. They should make it so the people who cast their votes regularly change. And maybe have one where somebody casts a duplicate vote. And then you gotta figure out who cast the duplicate. Like a mystery. Let's get our talking done. Lord Wolford, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities. But being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Which one should I choose? I feel like we've seen all of them, but I don't know. We literally get a random number 1 through 3 generator for this. Moors? Moral. Morsel. Okay, I'll choose the morsel one. Roland may be a prince, but he is also like a brother to me. I swear to do all I can in service of the crown. Pretty sure that's my usual choice. A brother, you say? You mean to take my place as that fool's older sibling, then? Of course not. There's no way I could replace you, Prince Franny. But because you are brothers in truth, it stands to reason you would bicker like siblings. Perhaps it would be good for the royal family if I were to be a buffer between you two. Very curious man you are to offer to play such a part. Do as you please, but I suggest holding on tightly to his reins if you do. Ooh. Man. That line, they fucking knew. King Ragnar expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. If there's anything I can do to be of service, simply say the word. Oh, should I choose moral again to hear about any of Glenbrook's problems? Which I'm sure he's going to tell me all the problems, like the whole royalist thing and all that. Man, the response takes so long. Random number generator. Generate minimum of 1, maximum of 3. Alright, let's test it. Alright, it properly generates a 1 to 3. Alright, so whichever one's next is one we'll choose. Alright. Between moral and liberty. Well, the random number generator rolled a 2, so I would like to know more about Frederica's home. I hear the Grand Duchy of Esfrost is known for its views on freedom. I'm pretty sure we looked at this one at least twice. I would have thought you an expert on the subject, considering your bride-to-be hails from that very land. But allow me to tell you what I know. Esfrost is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. Their elite soldiers, known as the Black Irons, managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Salt Iron War. The nation is led by Archduke Gustadolf, Lady Frederica's older brother, and though he holds most of Esfrost's political power, he encourages the people to act freely and promotes individuals on the basis of ability, rather than blood or social status. I see. That sounds wonderful. Perhaps it does now, but we mustn't forget that they were the very ones who caused the war of 30 years past. They are an ambitious people living in a cold and harsh nation, which makes me think that hunger of theirs is still alive and well. Pray forgive me, I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I'm sure you will choose most wisely. King Ragnar expects great things from you, Lord Serenoa. I am sure you will not disappoint him. What did you say? Lord Wolfort, you needn't indulge my little brother. He's spoiled enough. Yes. He is. Alright. Let's convince everyone who is not going... Let's convince everybody who wants to go to Esfrost to go to Hyzante. That's how we'll handle these sections.
Listen, lad.
Can't very well say Hyzante holds much appeal to me. Sorcery and Exam are too clever by half. Oh wait, I should probably save before I do anything stupid. Even though it's pretty much guaranteed this one. I'm safe than sorry. We're almost breaking 100.
Listen, lad.
Can't very well say Hyzante has much appeal to me. Sorcery and Exam are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Esfrost will give a warm reception, even if their weather won't. I wish if it's at the holy seat of Hyzante. Ah, you want to go to Hyzante, do ya? Here to tell me why, my lord. Stories of the miracles performed in the Ministry of Medicine have piqued my interest. Actually... Should we try to choose should we try to deliberately make them indifferent to our plea? I feel like that could be funny. Because I think all of these are decisions that will get them to come along with you. The sand and sun make people of a different sort than here. It would be interesting to meet them. I suppose I can argue with that. It beggars belief to imagine all the green around us replace the sand. I don't doubt the sands have weathered some mighty hard folk. Could be they have something to teach us.
I've made up my mind.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Yeah, I think you can pretty much flip anyone's opinion very easily.
Say.
Doubtless Esros will be a close partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? Let's visit Hyzante, though. What reasons have you for wanting to visit Hyzante? I just have a feeling.
Well...
Ah, going with your intuition, I see. How very like you, friend. However, this is not a decision that should be based on whims of the heart. I wonder what everyone else thinks. You've given me much to consider, friend. He's deep in thoughts. From that, just have a feeling.
Lord Serenoa.
Esros soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself. Let's visit Hyzante. Hyzante has its charms as well, I am sure. What about it appeals to you, my lord? I would like to visit the source. There is nothing else like it in the world.
But...
Ah, I was not aware this trip was meant for leisure. So long as I can train, I suppose it does not matter where we go. That being said, if there was any time to take a break, it would be now. Even the Kingsguard must make time for themselves.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be some merit in visiting Hyzante. Yeah, the decisions are basically guaranteed.
Lord Serenoa.
As for Hyzante, makes no difference to me. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Visit Hyzante. They say Hyzante is the nation of salt and sand. You have a reason to go there. I can scarce imagine so much sand. I would like to see it with my own eyes. Nor can I. Hearing it described, it sounds like something out of a storybook.
Even so...
What kind of people would live in such a place? Curious. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you want to visit Hyzante. It's that easy, huh?
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzante? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
That is your wish, then so be it. Hyzante is just as good as Esfrost. Thank you, Roland.
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow. You wet?
I changed my mind.
Hyzante has its charms, I admit. Charms I mean to see for myself.
You won me over.
I'm behind you, my lord. These answer choices are so damn simple, yet even that doesn't take much to convince these guys. Literally, Roland's I just have a feeling is enough to convince him. It's hilarious.
Illuminate the path we've chosen.
I guess the choice isn't like deathly serious, so they're just like, if you give them like any vague reason, it's enough. But I still think it's funny how just that one from Serenoa, I have a feeling, is enough to get it to happen.
The way forward is decided.
It is just so funny.
We journey to Hyzante. We have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzante. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook.
Nah, she's staying.
I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzante.
734 is right after all bad reason is better than no reason at all.
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention.
Well, it depends on the
none of it
what comes about of the reason.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzante.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Edor doesn't care. Your hair color is pink.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Whether the river flows completed. Yeah, of course we'll save. Bam, we broke the 100-hour mark. And we still have a ways to go.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Nozelia's only supply of salt. Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzante.
Chapter 3, Part 2, A Land of Sand and Sun. We can finally get those books that we were missing. Well, a couple of them. The wall.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
Give us, like, a few months. Someone will be able to figure that out.
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
What's that sound?
Prayer time.
Could this be?
Palm out. Just hold it.
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
You have to hold this for an hour.
Indeed. Hyzanteans offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzalia's salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing. The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzante, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
My arm hurts.
All Hyzanteans are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality.
And these people are standing hunched over with their
As a
arms out
result,
like this.
No one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Certainly, if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
Completely
The
true.
words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Yeah, I might throw off the programming.
Why?
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
My apologies.
You needn't apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
Prayer's over. I feel sorry for those people.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages. None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pay no attention to the
Pardon our
automaton
intrusion.
behind the
Lord
curtain.
Serenoa Wolford of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regner.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenoa Wolford, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolford and Hyzante have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
Yeah.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
I don't know if we've seen this one.
I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon.
Lord Serenor, is that not a slight to our efforts in this endeavor?
Even so, I will not deny my curiosity. Pray, tell us more.
Just a hunch.
While we may indeed be working together, our motives differ. There's no disputing that. But we must accept that reality and join hands if we truly wish to enrich our nations.
I see. So you believe in freedom and competition. However, in such a world, only the strong will thrive and the weak will weep.
Even so.
Lord Serenoa, the Holy One wishes for peace and equality across all Norzelia. It is our hope that you will trust in the Holy State's good intentions.
Of course.
The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there is something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Hyzante live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well. Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzante's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzante's pursuit of life and magic.
Ren and Cordelia talk about their brother Roland in his absence. About how they hate him, because obviously when you're talking about someone not in the same room, you have to badmouth them. That's the way of the world.
Where is Roland?
You can't say nice things about people behind their back.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love? I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
House Wolford is invited to the Ministry of Medicine through Frederica. Oh, though Frederica cannot help but feel less than welcome in their midst. You always need to talk about you like you're not eventually developing into a pet peeve. You should be sort of angry about that if they're like talking about you in a way where it's just like you're in the room.
Look,
A Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
Be that as it may.
The only
is her
exception
kind
being
even
like if it's
allowed
like
to
for the
enter our
purpose of
halls?
like a snide joke
I can
or
only
whatever,
assume she received special permission since Minister Lila showed
which my family sometimes does poke fun at someone else sitting at the
Ironic,
same table.
considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
Usually in good fun.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world, but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Yeah, Chessmatter, you told me how you basically have the ability to take cover
Mr.
like
Lyon,
Anna.
The preparations for the experiment are complete.
My apologies, but I must get back to work. You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzante. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Who might you be?
Look, Renton.
Just a researcher, nothing more.
Renton.
What's his problem?
Serenoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
How are you faring, Frederica? Better than before, thank you. I should like to rest in the shade for a spell. But of course, rest as long as you like. I should take a moment to get to know the city, but let's talk to some people first. Frederica here. I always knew that the goddess and her followers looked upon the Roselle with disdain, yet I cannot help but worry for my people. The sins they atone for are not their own. One cannot help but wonder why they must continue to pay for them. I was fortunate to be born outside the reaches of the goddess's teachings. Even the torment I endured at Thalas and Erica's hands was nothing compared to the life those in the Source lead. Everyone has the right to follow whatever creed they believe, but as someone who also has Rosellan blood in their veins, I find it vexing to say the least. What is it that makes people so happy here? I wish I knew. Let's go in here real quick and see if anyone in there is important to talk to. Oh, so much pain. They claim the city is peaceful, but there are soldiers aplenty in the streets and ministry. It really makes one wonder. Don't see anybody familiar in here aside from Benedict. The goddess's teachings unite the people. What they govern what they are what govern this nation. Perhaps there is something to be learned in all this. Alright, let's go into the houses and pick up the stuff we missed. Could be a couple things. Also, we never talked to these people. It is thanks to Hierophant that we want for nothing. Should be 2 Marvels of Norzelia books. That book's not important yet. The goddess assigns what those at the Ministry of Medicine should study, so they do not squander their time pondering it themselves. Okay. Ice Stone, Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 3. Let's look at Volume 3. We're still missing 5 and 6. I can't remember how to get those. Alright. Positioned on a branch of an eastern tributary of the Norzelia River, Wolfort Harbor enjoys prosperity as a shop along the trade route between the 3 great nations of the realm. It served a second purpose of protecting Castle Wolfort during the Salt Iron War, but after the conflict ended, Lord Simon reformed it into a port. Now one would be hard-pressed to see any signs of the military fortress it once was. That said, it is still a valuable strategic location, since it is the closest settlement in Glenbrook to the Hyzantean border. You know what I kind of like about this picture, looking at it? You can see those mounds in the background are very clearly like an actual picture. Like it's... Like, the detail in it seems a lot more realistic. Let's see. As a bit of an aside, the tributary upon which Wolfort Harbor sits is also home to a rare species of fish, the Wolfort char. They are absolutely exquisite when fried. If you ever find yourself in the domain when they are in season, I highly recommend sampling this delicacy for yourself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't remember where I saw it, where... It's not uncommon for them to use, like, actual pictures as a base or background for environments. Just eases up on development costs. But, like, yeah, the background mountains are just very obviously, realistic. Can't remember where I get the other things here. See, which ones are we missing? 5 and 6. Pretty sure they're in the same area. Yeah, 5 and 6. Yeah, it's in Sleep with One Eye Open, which I think is the route we didn't choose, right? So if we go on path traveled, yeah, I'm gonna guess it's that one. Yep, it's the decision that we haven't chose on this entire route. Chapter 8 there. Okay. We got what we need. Let's talk with everyone. The goddess's teachings condemn the Roselle to backbreaking labor at the source to atone for the crimes of their forebears. I know it is the way of their nation, and yet it doesn't sit well with me. Pray take care of Lady Frederica. I have no doubt this weighs heaviest upon her. Could the streets really be safe in a city this wealthy? Wish I could say the same of Glenbrook. Speaking of which, we should get ourselves some souvenirs before we head home. I'm sure your father would be happy to know you thought of him. In Hyzante, the goddess's teachings determine where you work. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, you are only allowed to research subjects decided by the goddess, though I cannot deny the significance of their results. Well, if you put smart people in any position, you're bound to get results no matter what. Oh boy, you're selling these? Heck yeah. We actually need these. I'll probably need a lot of these too. We'll have to see. From the source to the shield and the thriving city between them, I can scarcely decide what has me most impressed. I can only imagine the people feel the same way, judging by the smiles on their faces. Everyone in Hyzante knows the goddess's teachings. Obey the teachings and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess's blessing. It is not wealth that drives Hyzante, but the faith and happiness of her people. Choice. Alright, what's the choice we're making? Got 10. I should set up a timer. Every single time a decision pops up. I'll give you like 10 seconds. You have no clue which to choose? They all suck. I mean, you're not wrong. Choosing the top one. But you cannot ignore wealth's importance in the equation. How has the Holy State achieved such balance? Needless to say, our wealth springs from the source. The Roselle work there tirelessly day after day, harvesting salt to atone for their past sins. We believers offer our prayer up to the goddess who bestows her blessings upon us. Those blessings in turn bring us happiness. As long as one believes in the goddess here, wealth and happiness will naturally follow. I see. Thank you, Minister. Do the Saintly Seven have the people completely under their thumb? Yes. We obey the goddess's teachings. Doing otherwise will only lead to discontent. As one of the Saintly Seven, I manage the production and shipment of salt. That is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzante's finances. I can only imagine I was bestowed with such a venerable position in recognition of my unwavering faith to the goddess. Mr. Sorceley oversees all Hyzante's dealings in salt, the foundation of their nation's wealth. It is a crucial job, even among the Saintly Seven. Right, I believe we are good to zip on out of here. At best, regroup with the others.
We got our hands on a fine souvenir, thanks to Lady Frederica.
is quite the feat indeed. Serenoa has terrible taste when it comes to gifts.
Thank you indeed, Frederica.
It was my pleasure.
Should we ask Minister Lila about what ails Lord Simon?
No. Even now, Lord Simon commands great influence. We cannot let others know about his condition.
I understand. Not even our allies can know of our weaknesses, lest they use them against us.
Indeed. We cannot risk exposing ourselves to such danger, for the young lord's sake as well.
What was that?
It appears there is a stir around the ministry.
I shall investigate.
Battle. A scream resounds through the Ministry of Medicine. House Wolfwood arrives on the scene shortly after to see... I probably should have looked around the map. Whoops. Oh, it's probably nothing important. If there was anything.
Anna, what happened?
Some researchers at the Ministry ran off with its secrets.
To think my ministry was infiltrated by unbelievers.
Unbelievers?
Heathens who reject the goddess's teachings.
At their head is a researcher named Plinius, who escaped with some of our most valuable findings. You must retrieve these documents for us, Exham.
Consider it done. Well, they could be anywhere in town by now. I will need all the eyes I can get on the lookout.
They could even be around the corner.
I must remain here at the Ministry. Their spies may still be among us.
Get on my head.
Minister X,
I had to get on my head.
to be of service.
We are in your debt, Lord Serenoa.
The men we pursue are researchers, proficient in the arcane arts. The insight of one versed in their ways would be invaluable to us.
Take Corentin with you. He is one of my most talented researchers. Corentin, you are to go with House Wolfort and help him retrieve our research from Plinius.
As you wish, Minister.
At least he's useful now.
All right, my friends. The pursuit begins.
Alright, and just a note for myself. I am going to avoid using Medina as much as possible in order to save money.
But of course.
Understood.
Aye, leave it to me.
I won't let you down.
You know, I feel like who would be a better archer here? Archibald.
Understood.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's part of our team. Yeah, they only have mages, which problematic on its own. Still don't get why. I don't get why Frederica is recommended. I mean, sure, she's a spellcaster, but she's weak to their magic. You think it goes both ways? Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. You are right. Huh. Where do we get a second amulet of immunity? Oh. You removed it from her? Why? He has nothing right now. Right. That and Resurrection Earring. Let's give him the... Here it is. Vanguard Scarf. He can buff Archibald first turn. That's the plan. Otherwise, I guess... Nice amulet. Pretty good in this scenario. Let's double check. Okay, you're here. That's good. Double checking. Hard. Yep. I don't think we plan on grinding unless we really need items in a particularly brutal fight. But I think there will only be one fight where it'll give us trouble without Medina. Begin battle. Battle begins.
Linnaeus, give yourself up. There is no escape for heathens like yourself.
I forgot to save. Damn. Oh well, we have our previous save and we'll just skip ahead of things.
Even attempting to steal our nation's secrets is a grave crime. One I know you have not forgotten.
This research is my life's work. I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. What is so wrong with treating it as my own?
Plinius, such an untainted passion for knowledge cannot hope to survive here.
I had heard that Hyzante was a land without strife. It would seem that was too good to be true.
We mustn't allow Plinius and his lackeys to get away! After them! Strike while the iron's hot.
Start off on a high note.
We can do this.
I feel as light as a feather. I shall try my level best. This must work.
Defeat is not an option.
Let's see. I think Plinius is set to just run away. I'll move you here and see what happens. I think he should be fine.
I won't lose!
You'll hold still and wait for them to come to us.
You leave me with no recourse.
Yep, he just flees. Shame the doors are locked. Let me just double check. Some of them are fire magic. So they have variety. Yeah, Ice Mage is on the right, Fire Mage is on the left.
I needed that.
Let me heal your wounds.
Plan on taking the bait?
Victory goes to the quick.
That stinks.
I saw that.
You are not worthy of my time.
Now then, to work.
Well, I guess if they are Ice Mages...
I do not miss. Yes, very effective. I'll take it from here. We can do this.
I feel as light as a feather.
For victory!
Okay, we're gonna have to move into range of this guy.
This is where you fall!
Let us pry out their weakness.
This also
That seemed to work.
can be good. It might split their attacks around.
Death from above! Wait! Out of my way! This research is mine. None shall have it.
Alright, let's attack and Roland. But he's safe.
Come on, then.
Nah, not happening.
All right! You leave me with no recourse. Freeze!
Cool heads shall prevail.
We'll just hold.
Out!
Yeah, you can't do much. Oh, that was enough to kill? What the fuck? Unexpected.
It wasn't good enough. Realize the gulf between our skills. It ends here.
Also, if I lose, I do have the option to continue, right? Just from before the fight.
Oh, that stinks.
His Cure Wounds only costs 1, so he's actually a really good healer. Yeah, strength of 38. The Battle Mages have a strength of 50. They're almost as strong as Serenoa, and stronger than Benedict. Okay, let's just take out the Battle Mage here. Oh, that's actually not a kill. Inescapable arrow. Thought it would be. That's the best we got then.
Slow! Follow my lead.
Now then, to work.
Yeah, that gets rid of a guy. I'll take it.
Joking.
A little out of the way, but better than nothing.
We can do this. Do my best. Let us try out their weakness. Just as I planned.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Most of these guys are stunned for at least a little bit. Because they can't launch spells while they're recharging TP. Yeah, work with Exam to defeat these guys.
Thought you had me, huh? Charge! You don't stand a chance!
Follow my lead.
Let me heal your wounds.
Oh, nobody's hurt because Hasabara did the die.
Go swift.
Ah, reminds me of my...
You leave me with no...
Realize the gulf between your lifeblood shall paint my sword. Back at you.
There goes Serenoa.
That stinks.
Beautiful, beautiful start.
I saw that.
Where was I?
Whatever it takes.
Let's do this. Splendid. Let us try out their weakness. We make it up here.
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
I'm planning on a long, long life.
I see. So I heed your call.
Haven't we met before? What is your name?
I'm no one of note, I'm afraid. You must have me mistaken for someone else.
For victory! Huh! Brace yourself! Yes! Shall we begin?
Sam, kill the fucking healer, you idiot.
There's no joy in an easy
You leave
victory.
me with no recourse.
Someone give an old man a hand.
Slow.
It's fine, I got him.
I shall try my level best.
is time to strike.
That certainly helps.
You brute!
Now then, to work.
I do not miss. That didn't work. Damn it!
Strike while the iron's hot.
Let's do this!
Reminds me of my youth.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
Thank you. For victory!
We'll take care of his plebs.
Very well then.
Freeze!
What?
No!
How annoying. I deliver you to the goddess.
Someone give an old man a hand.
Hit!
I shall try my level best. This should do.
That certainly helps.
Now then, to work.
Free! Yes, very effective.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Let's do this!
I feel as light as a feather.
Shall we begin? Your wounds are...
Sorry to worry you. Ha! I won't lose!
What is this fool doing?
Let us try out their weakness.
How annoying. Your lifeblood shall
You leave
paint
me
my
with no
soul.
recourse.
Someone give an old man a hand.
Can you help that XM? I guess you can. An inescapable arrow
I saw that.
from downtown.
Whatever it takes.
You're finished!
I shall do what I can.
Right, we did it. Loot collected.
Where was I?
My turn.
Yeah!
Breathe your last!
I see a path to victory. All for victory.
Pathetic state.
I won't give up.
Cold wind!
Ah!
That stinks.
Time for some research.
Free!
Start joking.
Time to take action.
Alright, I think we're good.
I shall do what I can. I'm behind you.
I won't lose!
I shall try my level best.
How annoying.
I won't give up.
There is no mercy
XM.
on the battlefield.
I'm trying to give you this. Just get him. Just
Preparation is key.
Just kick his ass.
Realize the gulf between our skills.
There you go.
Your lifeblood shall paint my soul.
My goddess. I am not your pawn. I am merely...
I had to feed it. I had to spoon feed the kill to him. There, you have avenged the Hyzantean way. The rebels have been destroyed.
What did you hope to do with our secrets? Sell them for riches?
No. We wished only for freedom in our research. Knowing we would be granted no such liberty here, we were left with no choice.
I see. You rebel against her teachings, as I suspected. Take them away. You have our gratitude, Lord Serenoa. We could not have apprehended the heretics without you.
What will happen to them now?
They will be punished for their wrongdoings, of course. Defying the goddess's teachings is the most grave crime one can commit in Hyzante.
You will be sentenced to death.
I see now. Equality here stems from their thorough elimination of heretics.
You did well, Corentin. For your efforts, you deserve a reward.
If you insist, I do have a request. I would like permission to embark on a journey. I wish to learn more about the medicines of other lands.
Greater knowledge of medicine would prove useful in our studies of life. I will consider it.
We will take our leave here.
Master Corentin, thank you for your help today.
There's something I would speak with you about. Do you have a moment? This place is too conspicuous. Let us talk elsewhere.
Something somewhat important.
You wish to leave Hyzante?
Yes. I wish to study magic, not medicine.
But just before, you spoke of wanting to observe medical treatment in other nations.
Merely a pretense to gain permission to leave. We cannot research freely in Hyzante. We are simply tasked with fulfilling our designated roles. Furthermore, no matter how revolutionary our discoveries may be, the world at large will never know them.
You mean to say you tire of Hyzante's secrecy?
We have a few of
You're
those in
not
our
much
group.
different than those so-called heretics, then. Could it be you feel some connection with them?
To tell the truth, I was well aware of Plinius's plan. But I was a coward, one who could neither stop nor join them. And because of it, I ended up capturing those with whom I sympathized. I wish never to feel this way again.
And thus you mean to leave the Holy State entirely?
Yes, I have no intention of returning to the Ministry. Which is why I must ask if you would allow me to journey with you, as a member of House Wolfort.
You are always welcome, Corentin. Always.
My lord, while he may be a unique character, he undoubtedly possesses a great understanding of the arcane.
There is one thing I must know. Would you be troubled traveling alongside my betrothed, knowing her heritage?
Not at all. I'm abandoning Hyzante, and the goddess's teachings with it. On the contrary, Lady Frederica's magic fascinates me. I would love to learn more about it.
But of course.
Very well then. Welcome to our ranks, Corentin. Pursue your studies to your heart's content. I only ask that you put them to use on House Wolfort's behalf.
Of course. You have my thanks, Lord Serenoa.
Then join your forces. Okay. Oh, something's going on over here. At Ironstone, a certain report reaches the ears of the Archduke.
Thalus, how does Dragan fare?
As blustery and boastful as ever, brother. He is simply beside himself that his contributions to the mine have been recognized.
So he has achieved a measure of success. Perhaps I underestimated him.
What concern is he of ours? He is Svarog's son and of thinner blood.
We are not Glenbrook or Hyzante, Thalus. In Esfrost, a man is judged for his deeds, not his pedigree.
Yeah, Thalus.
And yet you have appointed me Prime Minister, have you not?
I have given you an opportunity, brother. Do not be mistaken. If you wish to keep your position, prove to me you are deserving of it.
Understood, brother mine.
Dear brother, do with Thalus as you please, but I bid you be wary of Dragan and Svarog. I've reason to believe they've designs on higher seats.
If they mean to overthrow me, then let them try. I shall relish the opportunity to crush them.
Now we can save and turn in for the evening. Alright, made it through most of the Hyzante section in Chapter 3. Till next time, have a good night.